So I've been lying to myself. Yeah, I have. Let me explain this. So, like earlier this year, I started my self mastery journey. Yeah, I wanted to rediscover myself because a lot was happening in my life and I didn't know the root cause. And I read somewhere that's in some book. It's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and the guy was like, "You need to rediscover yourself to to push forward or to live." If I might start it like that, and I've kind of like it has been going on through well. I mean, it has been going on well. I have had a lot of progress. Hit, I've reached a lot of many milestones on this journey until now. But the problem I encountered on this journey was like I kind of lied to myself. Yeah, I kind of lied to myself. And this has been like, because on this thing, I kind of like got rid of everything and anything outside, everything external. I kind of tried to completely get rid of it. I got rid of anything that could interfere with my progress or journey. I literally got rid of everything up to for from Jan up to around September, October there, around 9 to 10 months. I'm not too accurate about this, but the thing is, in that period when I got rid of everything, life wasn't easy. Life wasn't really easy. And I can't, and remember, maybe I kind of misinterpreted the thing, the book or what, because I drastically cut off everything. And I think impacted me. It hit me really hard, because I couldn't meet up with the boys for nightclubs. I couldn't go to nightclubs. I cut off swimming. I cut off gymming. Everything external. Even I cut off some foods. Like I cut off meat, dairy products, everything. So I remember I gave up on everything external. I couldn't go out for parties, nightclubs. I cut off gaming. No, I couldn't. Go with the boys to play games, video games. I couldn't play soccer. Like I wanted to kind of be alone. Yeah, to rediscover myself. So that thing was so hard on me, but it was rewarding because the more like I was isolated to these things, these external things, the more I was kind of bored, and the more I was redirected to rediscovering myself. I know, but the thing was, I kind of misinterpreted the book, because the book was saying nothing to extremes, nothing to extremes, everything is moderation. But I was so hard on myself, and it rewarded. Eventually, rewarded me in the shortest time. Not everyone gets like to know themselves in the shortest time, but I did. That thing, this isolation, taught me why people stay in toxic relationships for so long, because people are afraid to be alone. They are afraid to get bored. They are afraid to seek within for happiness. They seek happiness from other people. They seek approval from other people, which it's not always the case. People won't approve you no matter what you do. People won't really bring true happiness to you, no matter what you do for them, if you don't bring the happiness to yourself in the first place. So the isolation taught me that, because I learned that I was also afraid to be alone, you know. So after the isolation, I started to incorporate the activities back in my routine. I went back to the games, though on a low, went back to the field to play soccer, started like joining the boys for parties, And I kind of realized that my happiness, like I felt happy. I was happy even without the boys. But the thing is, I kind of lie to myself that I don't need them to progress faster or to achieve the goals I wanted to achieve in time. Because whenever I went for parties, like I kind of like I was joyous. I kind of felt joy, real happiness. And after that period, I had to go back to parties a little bit, not as often as I used to, but when I feel like I want to go out, I go. Other than saying I won't do it anymore. I was doing it, but on a low. I went back to playing games, the video games with the boys. Went back to playing soccer, and things were turning out. I really knew, like I finally knew what was bringing misery to me. It's not the things I was doing, but the company I was keeping around. And the other thing, I really didn't know myself. So after the rediscovery, like after the self-mastery period, everything else faded away. The anxiety, the depression, all they went through the window to the trash up to now. So this time I can do whatever I want, so long as I feel like I have to do a thing. I hope on something I want to. I do some whenever I feel like I need to do something. Just do it, regardless of who I am with or you get. So I understood that these little things brought happiness to me. The parties, the video games, the football. But I had cut them off because I didn't have like someone to guide me through this self-mastery journey. You get. I had to do a try and error until now, but things worked out for me either way. It wasn't lost, but I experienced it. I learned a lot because it was first hand. No one told me anything. I had to figure out things myself. So that's it. Maybe you can relate this to your life. You don't need to cut everything and anything off. Just reduce the time to just reduce the time you spend doing them. If you go out like 5 days a week, cut that to 2 or 1 a week. If you play games like 8 hours a day, cut down to like 2 hours a day, and things will work out for you in a good way. You won't like you won't burn out like I used to like I used to, because I used to have mental breakdowns almost like every every after every after a week. So I guess you won't have to go through that like I did. So maybe you can relate to this. Maybe I hope this video will be of use to you guys. So see you then. Peace and love.